Planning an Italian wedding is far from easy. There's a hell of a lot that you need to know, and you can't possibly know it when you start. So let me tell you what I wish every couple starting an Italian wedding would know, so you don't go wrong. Hi, I'm Lucy, Italian wedding planner and founder of Lista.com. I'm here every week with honest advice from real wedding experiences to make your Italian wedding planning fun and easy. So this week, here's the 8 things that I really want you to know when you're planning your Italian wedding. The first thing is, I'm a stickler for it, but having a clear budget is the only way to stay in control of your wedding spend. I've had couples hire me halfway through their planning and they've booked loads of suppliers and they don't even have a budget. I put one together for them, showing them their spend and a forecast of what they're still to book, and they are shook. Don't let this be you. Have a clear budget from the start, don't bury your head in the sand, and your decision making is going to be much more fun and free throughout your planning. We've even got a free budget download for you in our shop, so go and grab that. Number 2, your venue choice will make or break your budget. Your venue affects your budget in so many ways. For example, it is the number of people that it can sleep, how many people can actually stay there, what you can charge them, the cost of transporting guests from local accommodations around to your venue, the wet weather plan, that can be significantly different at every different venue, and the suppliers that you must use. Some venues want you to use certain suppliers and that can really change your budget. It is integral that you do the work up front to get the right venue and a really clear budget for that specific venue before you book it. Otherwise you might find yourselves getting into budget trouble further down the line or having unexpected costs. Number 3, and I'm really sorry guys, but it rains a lot in Italy and you need to be prepared mentally and financially and have a good contingency plan. I'm not just being annoying here, it really does rain quite a lot. So this year, 2022, we had a lot of weddings. Almost every single week we had a wedding from May to October, and there was genuinely a threat of rain at about 80% of our weddings. If we had not had a contingency in place, our couples would have been in absolute worry hell when they're already in quite a stressful wedding time. Number 4. There's a lot of wedmen, even if you have a wedding planner. An Italian wedding is an undertaking and it's your responsibility to decide whether it's for you before you jump in. By going for one, you are definitely taking on a project and you're going to have more guest management to do than a wedding at home. Even with a planner on board saving you a shed load of time, you're still going to have to review plans, make hundreds of decisions, pay all your suppliers and produce all of the wedman things like the table plan and the choices of music. There are so many things to do. Number 5, your planner or venue will affect every single aspect of your wedding and how you actually feel about it. The planner and venue are a huge part of your wedding planning, and if you do have a planner, you're probably going to talk to them very, very often. They are going to affect how you feel about your wedding almost every single day. They ultimately also control who you work with and how your suppliers are communicated with, which can affect how your suppliers feel about your wedding. That will affect your entire wedding day, so please pick wisely. Number 6, there is a last minute shopping rush and a packing rush that happens for every couple. This is like not a normal wedding. You're going away before your wedding. You have beauty treatments to arrange. You have multiple things to shop for. You might have different outfits for every single one of your events. You need to get a plan together and make sure that all of these things are aligned so that you're not rushing to do them at the end. You can enjoy them and do them steadily throughout the planning. And number 7, you won't care about most of the details on your wedding day, especially if you trust your planner and your supplier team. But by the time it rolls around to your wedding, genuinely, you really won't care, even if it rains, because you're surrounded by the most amazing people and you're having the most amazing experiences. Number 8, what you will care about, however, is how your guests feel, if the accommodation is nice, if they're well looked after, and this is all down to your decisions. If you've chosen the right venue, arranged the right transport, and you've got them some food, it's that simple. Just make sure you get that right from the start. You're going to care about the flow of the day. You're in it. And a personal pet hate of mine is awkward moments on a wedding day. Those bits where you feel like you're not sure what's going on, people don't quite know what to do, if the music isn't played at the right time, if the vibe has got really high and everyone's dancing and then something changes and you have to go and cut the cake or something. Ugh, all of those things make me uncomfortable. So you've got to get your team right. You want the team that are going to think that through for you beforehand. My tip for you is to go through a timeline every single bit by bit of the day, how you're going to move through places, how you're going to be, and then you can kind of eradicate those awkward things before they actually happen and make sure that they don't. You're going to care about how well you get on with your suppliers. If it turns out on the day that you don't really like your photographer, you're not going to have a nice wedding day, and that is not cool. You're not going to even like the photos because they're going to remind you of the awkward moments taking your photos. You're going to care that you've cleared your payments in advance. You do not want to be talking about money or giving money away on your wedding day. You want to be fully in that day, so get that stuff organised beforehand. And you are seriously going to care about how well you have briefed your suppliers. Proper briefings are the key to success of any event. If you want to continue the conversation here and ask us about this, you can drop your questions below or head over to our Facebook group, and me and the team are in there and we'd be really happy to help you work this out. And that's it. So as always, thank you for being here, and I've got a little favour to ask. Please could you subscribe to our YouTube channel just by clicking below, and not only will you see every video each week, you'll be helping us reach more couples who would love to know all of this juicy Italian wedding planning stuff. Thank you. I'll see you next time.